Udwak Daniel, and today we'll be looking at something whereby it has to do with the illegal mining for terrorism funding, according to the President Bola Ahmed, Tinubu, who spoke at the Africa high-level meeting on counter-terrorism in Abuja on Monday, right? Where there were about representatives of about 32 African member states at the ministerial and national security, advisor levels participating in that two-day meeting. Well, there were other participants who included the heads of Africa regional organizations, international partners, United Nations Global Counter-Terrorism Coordination Compact entities, and civil society partners. They were all in, attendance for that particular summit. And there, the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu addressed the issue of terrorism financing during the African high-level meeting on counterterrorism in Abuja. He also went further to emphasize the link between illegal mining and terrorism financing, calling for international collaboration to somewhat dismantle the financing network of terrorists. Now, the president also advocated for the creation of a regional counter-terrorism center and standby force to combat terrorism effectively. Now, I'd like to give you some concerns, right? Some concerns and highlights from his speech. But before I do so, it is also very necessary to let you in on the fact that the National Security Advisor to the President, in the person of Nuhu Ribadu, had also, added his voice, to the conversation, where he made it very clear while he was giving a lecture somewhere in Sokoto State, Usman Danfodio University, where he was giving a lecture where he said that consolidating on what the president said, he was also adding his voice to the conversation and saying that trying to let us into the goodwill of the president with regards, the fight against terrorism in not just Nigeria this time, but of course Africa. And in that discourse, he was addressing, the elite. He was addressing those right there in Sokoto State and making that statement clear. We'll just get involved with him in a short bit so that we get to hear the angle or the aspect that he had to say.
The complex web of insecurity in very modern Nigeria is influenced by a blend of socio-economic, ethnic, and religious factors. The rise and growing impact of Islamist insurgencies and the deep-seated conflict between herders and farmers illustrate how insecurity has been the biggest of our problems, exacerbated by a troubling increase in arms trafficking. To effectively address these issues, a comprehensive and cohesive response is required. The ultimate solution to the problem, however, will have to invariably involve multifaceted and cohesive response that marries military, political, socio-economic strategies with robust cross-border cooperation and deep community engagement. By championing an integrated strategy that equally prioritizes prevention and the building of resilience, we hope to attain a pragmatic roadmap